Their recipes. So what are we having today? We are making some one-sheet dinner with chicken and vegetables. And that's Ruby popping in the screen. And here we have all the vegetables already set up for us and the chicken. And we are making couscous as our side dish. Couscous is a whole grain made out of whole wheat. It's very popular in the Mediterranean, all the countries there, and it comes in different shapes and sizes. However, we're making this smaller type couscous, and it's super easy to make. And we'll be making some fruit ice pops. So that's going to be dessert. So we have a couple more people. Let's just get everybody a chance to get on. It's only 4:01, so we're still good. And yeah, I have to announce that Dasha is not here today. She had some errands to run, apparently, the 8-year-old. But we have our very own Ceci, our mental health manager, and she'll be helping along, and she'll be translating along. Yay! We're going to get some Spanish audio in here today.
Yes, I will do my best. So, hola todo el mundo, yo soy Cecilia, voy a estar traduciendo para Tatiana, y hoy vamos a cocinar un pollo de verduras y también unas paletas de frutas. Ya tenemos todos los ingredientes aquí.
Y couscous.
Y couscous con el pollo. Couscous al lado.
All right. So let's gather everyone together. We have our gift cards from Publix. Yay. All 5 of them. So get ready for a quiz at the end. Some of you have participated already. So a very easy quiz, and the card is yours.
Just say hi.
Okay. Yes, everybody's saying hi. So the cards are here. So stick with us till the very end, because the questions of the quiz are related to the content of the class, and specifically to the nutritious benefits of different foods we're making today. So pay attention, very important. And
okay. Al final vamos a tener gift cards o certificados para Publix de $50 y vamos a preguntar preguntas, o pongan atención para ganar las respuestas y ganar unos certificados.
Great. And last but not least, if you are cooking along, if you've gathered all the ingredients, so bring your little ones to participate, to squeeze and mix and munch along, just not on the raw chicken. Make sure they're not squeezing and munching on raw chicken. And well, I suppose let's get started. As more people come in, we'll just reintroduce everybody. So yeah.
Sí. Si ya tienen todos los ingredientes y los niños ya pueden empezar a agarrar todas las cosas, que los niños pueden ayudar a agarrar las cosas y ayudarte agarrando los ingredientes también.
All right, so the first item we have here is 1-sheet pan chicken and veggies. Okay. I already prepped the chicken.
Okay, es el pollo primero, es el primer ingrediente.
Now we have all these vegetables to cook. I already washed them, so make sure you wash your vegetables. We have red peppers, we have broccoli and zucchini, and we have onion, which I already cut before, so I don't have to cry here in front of you all.
Okay. Asegúrese que tienen todos los ingredientes: el pepino rojo, el brócoli, el zucchini y las cebollas.
So the easy way to cut your bell peppers is you just cut around the middle, this heart here. So you kind of make this string, a ribbon out of it, and then you pull the seeds out, and there you go.
Esa es una estrategia para cortar el bell pepper, cortándole al principio como una cinta alrededor y después sacando la parte del medio.
We're going to use the actual ribbons as well. We'll chop them in pieces.
Y vamos a usar la parte de arriba también.
So we'll use this bowl here to put all the veggies together. And remember, we had red pepper, I think, at one of our classes, either last time or the time before. And red bell pepper is one of the richest sources of vitamin C.
Hemos usado este ingrediente antes en otra clase. y es uno de los ingredientes, tiene uno de los más, ¿cómo se dice? Riches, vitamina C. Okay. Yeah, that's a great way. She's never tried it. Me neither. I've never tried it. Actually, I'm not a very good cook, so Tatiana gives me all the techniques.
You know, guys, I love cooking. To me, that's like me time. That's like my little meditation. Although nobody bothers me, I put some music on and just chop away. So we chopped our peppers. Now we're going to chop some zucchini. So I'm trimming the ends of my zucchini here. And then I'm cutting lengthwise.
You're not asking me to do anything you want me to do.
And I'm just,
No, okay.
yeah. I'm cutting lengthwise, and I'm going to chop in a half moon shape.
Ahí pueden ver cómo lo está cortando. Lo cortó por el medio, quitó las esquinas y ahora lo está cortando como un... no sé.
Half moon. You don't want them to be too thin because zucchini is very watery, so you want them to keep shape as they bake in the oven. Oh, I forgot to mention, the oven is on at 400 degrees, okay? So just make sure to turn it on.
El horno está puesto a 400, so si estás cocinando con nosotros ya puede empezar a preheat el horno.
And so that you don't want them to be too thin. So this is it's probably a little bigger than half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Something like
Okay, no queremos el zucchini que sea tan finito. Es un poquito grueso, como medio pulgada, media pulgada. Ese es el tamaño que lo queremos.
So then we have a broccoli. By the way, broccoli is one of the probably healthiest vegetables out there. And other veggies of cruciferous family. So cruciferous family includes broccoli, Brussels sprouts, arugula, and a few other vegetables, other cabbages, all kinds of cabbages. So they have a bioactive compound called sulforaphane. And sulforaphane is very potent against cancer. So it has cancer preventing and cancer fighting benefits. So eat your broccoli and all other green vegetables.
Okay. El brócoli es una de las verduras más saludables y tiene un ingrediente que ayuda hasta con cáncer también. So es muy importante que comas brócoli y otras verduras verdes también.
Actually, I don't throw the entire stalk away. I actually cut just a couple pieces because these are just as delicious and they're crunchy. Kids love them. Even if they don't eat the actual florets, they would eat the crunchy stalks.
Y ella usa la parte de abajo también, aunque sea un poco más gruesa, de textura, todavía está rico y los puedes usar también.
So what I do, I just cut off the florets like this. Some of them come off in a perfect size. And then others I would still need to chop into smaller pieces. But just watch your fingers and don't let small kids do that. This could be dangerous.
Y ella lo corta la parte de arriba y salen perfectamente.
So you know, I'm probably going to need a bigger bowl to mix all that. Let me get a bigger bowl for this.
Okay, let me look. Si tienen preguntas, pueden ponerlo en el chat o estar chequeando. Necesitamos uno más grande.
So now the onion.
Oh, thank you, Leticia.
So nice to see.
She's the one that's doing it all. I'm just here.
No. She's doing a lot of it. She just dumped all the stuff into a bucket. We're having fun. Yeah, we haven't seen each other in so long. That was really nice to reconnect like that in person. Actually, so I know you're jealous. So we got some red onions in here, large chunks, maybe too large of chunks, but I really didn't want to cry today, so
Ya puso las cebollas ahí que estaban ya precortadas para no llorar durante la sesión, pero no te olvides de poner las cebollas.
So the chicken that I cut in kind of like a cubes, maybe square inch or something like that. And a note on safety of raw chicken, actually, the lack of the raw. So raw chicken could be contaminated with some bacteria, so you want to avoid coming in contact with it. And when you cut it, raw chicken, make sure you use a separate board and then you wash everything with antibacterial soap and you wash your hands and you keep all that separate, right? So I already did all of that and I'm using the spatula so I don't get to touch it with my hands.
Okay. Y tenga mucho cuidado con el pollo crudo porque puede tener bacterias. So, es muy importante que tengas las manos limpias y no los toques con las manos tampoco. Y si lo tocas, que te laves con las manos y con antibacterias.
Now, bacteria is going to be whacked in the oven because high temperature will kill all bacteria. So it's safe to eat after you cook it. Just make sure to cook it through. Okay. Y la bacteria ya cuando está en el horno se va a morir porque la temperatura es muy alta. What's the second part? Make sure to cook it through. Oh, so asegúrate que lo cocines bien. One more thing about chicken breast. I forgot to mention that I'm using chicken breast. Here's about 1.5 pounds, and those are 2 large chicken breasts. So chicken breast is considered white meat. It is low in fat and most importantly saturated fat, which is the bad type of fat. So it is a healthier option as a lean meat source of protein. Okay, so certain dishes or certain cooking methods we call for fatty chicken, like chicken thigh or drumsticks. However, chicken breast is still very delicious, and when spiced the right way, they come out really nice and juicy. Okay. Ella está usando un pollo, como una libra de pollo, pechuga de pollo, que ha cortado en pedazos chiquitos. Y ella dice que esta es el pollo tiene grasa saturada, que es la más importante porque tiene menos grasa. So what I'm doing right now, I completely forgot that I needed to chop my garlic, and as you can tell, I still don't have my knife skills. So I am sorry about that, but I'm working on it. I have about 5 garlic cloves, which are already peeled, and now I'm just chopping it. To make it easier, you just kind of crush it right with a knife first, and then it's kind of easier to chop it. So here we are. Garlic is such a wonderful addition to any meal except for dessert, but everything else can call for it, really. It's just so flavorful. It changes everything. If I don't have garlic or I can't use it or I'm too lazy to chop it, I would use garlic powder. For instance, on my roasted vegetables, I would always put some garlic powder. Really changes the flavor for the batter. And garlic itself is such a... Okay, entonces ahora lo que está cortando es el ajo y ella dice que la manera de cortarlo es aplastándolo primero y después cortándolo en pedazos. So garlic used to be called Russian antibiotic after the World War I, actually, like a little history fact, because back then there were no antibiotics yet. And Russians, where I'm actually from, very proud of them, they knew of garlic potent antibacterial properties. So they would eat it, they would put it in the wounds, and it would kill bacteria. So till now, it is a very strong immunity boosting element. Okay, también dice si no tienes ajo de la sustancia, puedes usar ajo en polvo también, que cambia el sabor. Y es muy rico. Y ella dice que esto en ruso lo usaban, decían que ajo era el antibiótico, porque because, well, there were no antibiotics. Porque no había antibióticos a esa época, y entonces usaban el ajo para todo que necesitaba antibiótico. So, that's why they won. De World War. Okay. y por eso ganaron la guerra, dice. Usaron I'm just pulling it
ella es rusa. So.
That's how I'm pulling it back. So anyhow, what else? So we have all these spices in here. These are such cute. They're stackable. They actually feel in there, and they're pretty easy to use. I don't use them on a daily basis, but it looks pretty on the camera. So I've got some black pepper here.
Ahora le vamos a poner los especies. Aquí está el pepper rallado en negro.
Pimiento.
Pimiento. Okay.
Gotcha.
Pimiento.
I got some sea salt.
La sal.
I like it on the salty side. I mean, like flavorful. I know it's high sodium and that you get to watch it. However, if it's homemade, you really don't need all that much. And you still get the flavor with it.
Right? Y esa era sal marina y no necesitas mucho, pero todavía ganas el sabor.
Then we have coriander.
Coriander, que es
which is dried cilantro.
Sí, esto es cilantro, pero seco.
Oh, we have paprika. Paprika is my second to garlic favorite spice to use because
paprika es el segundo favorito de ella para usar.
So it adds such smoky flavor, natural smoky flavor to food.
Porque tiene un sabor
barbecue.
Como barbecue.
Smoky barbecue. Yeah, no, seriously it does. And so paprika is made out of red bell pepper, right? It's dried bell pepper and somehow it is smoked. Or maybe when it crushed already it's smoked. So, but anyhow, if you be careful here. So if you're buying paprika, make sure you go for smoked paprika. It really adds so much flavor. So garlic and paprika, these are your best kitchen friends.
Sus parejas son muy divertidas. She's having fun. Un gusto que se están divirtiendo.
So, and then we have a dried oregano.
And so, esto es dry oregano, lo que va a poner ahora, pero dice que paprika es también muy importante y es el segundo favorito después del ajo.
Yeah. Dry oregano, that's the spice they give you in pizza joints.
Sí.
To just
el oregano te lo ponen arriba de la pizza.
So really very flavorful as well. Actually, spices they should be your best friends in the kitchen. Really, they add so much flavor, and they make it pretty too. For instance, if you have something like when you bake wedges of potatoes, just regular white potatoes, making like a baked fries. I think we did that once before here. So if you add a little paprika, it adds color right away. When they come out, they look beautiful. Not only they're kind of crusty golden, but they have this reddish, beautiful color to them.
Dice que pongas las especies en todas las comidas. No solo le da sabor, pero también le da color, mucho color. Y con papas, solo con papas, baked papas, le pones paprika y ya le cambia color, le pones rojo y el sabor es delicioso también.
Cool. So next we have lemon zest. I already zested my whole lemon. That's a lot of zest.
Ahora tenemos limón.
So you kind of peel the lemon and then you shred it, I guess. Grind it.
Sí, limón rallado, la parte de afuera. Rallado.
And juice of one lemon. Actually, I was surprised how much juice comes out of one lemon. That's actually quite a good amount of juice. I would say like quarter cup almost.
Sí, y el jugo de un limón, que ella está sorprendida de cuánto limón o cuánto líquido sale de un limón. Y también huele muy rico.
So then we have a tablespoon of white vinegar.
Y ahora una cuchara de vinagre.
And now we're going to give it a nice toss of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. That I'm not even going to measure. I do it with my eye, my laser eye will measure.
Y ahora le va a poner oliva,
so
aceite de oliva.
2 to 3 tablespoons. Considering that we have such a large bowl of food, that's really not that much. That's probably just enough.
Como 2 o 3 cucharas de aceite de oliva.
So now we'll mix it all together, and we have our baking sheet ready lined with some parchment paper.
You want to bring it here? Ahora lo vamos a mezclar. Entonces aquí tenemos preparado con el papel de parchment paper.
it's really important to mix it well so everything gets coated really nicely with all the good stuff that we put in there.
Okay, es muy importante que lo mezclen bien para que todo tenga el sabor y todos los ingredientes mezclados.
And then if we're missing something after it's all cooked, we can always add a little salt or a splash of olive oil, right? Or pepper. It's so fun. I think the only things that may need a little more moisture, like olive oil, would be broccoli, because these tend to be on a drier side, so they absorbed everything quickly and they still seem a little dry.
Ahora, si hay unos ingredientes que necesita más, siempre le podemos poner los ingredientes al final, si necesita más sal o más aceite de oliva. Usualmente dice que el brócoli va a necesitar un poco más de aceite de oliva porque es un poco más seca.
What do you think, Cecilia?
I think it's good. It looks good.
You know, I have this really cool thing.
Let me check your notes. Let me see the chat.
This is my third favorite thing in the kitchen. So it's olive oil spray. All you need to do, actually, I'm going to do it at the end. Once we put it all in the baking sheet, I'm going to use that to spray some broccolis over here and there.
Look, it says when nutrition and mental health come together, you have food with love.
Oh, that's such a quote. We need to save it somewhere.
Yes,
That's
we're
going to
having
be our motto.
Yeah.
Maybe Ceci will join us at the class. I was like, oh, what am I getting into?
I'm having a great time though. It's great too, finally.
Good, because you know the best thing is that when it's all over, Ceci and I are going to sit down and enjoy our dinner. Nutritious and with love.
Exactly. I like that. I like that.
So yeah, for those of you who just joined and didn't hear, Dasha could not be here today. She's got some errands to run. She's a busy gal.
Sandrina wanted an invite.
Oh yeah, of course. But
Well, you
I'm
can
sure
come-
Sandrina wants to come after, so that, right?
Well, Sandrina, you could come and then do Creole too, so we'll have every language here.
Right. Oh yes, we are being recorded. Oh, how cool. All right, I'm cracking these jokes.
Well, Tatiana's doing a great job. She did a great job mixing.
So now we'll use that's my third best friend.
Was it spray olive oil?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Ella dice que esto es su tercer favorita, que es el aceite de oliva, pero en spray. ¿Cómo se dice?
So mostly on broccoli because that guy seems a little dry.
Sí, y lo está poniendo extra en el brócoli porque es un poquito más seco.
So we are going to send this beauty into the oven at 400 degrees, remember? And we'll leave it there for like 20 minutes.
Lo vamos a poner en el horno por 20 minutos a 400 de temperatura.
I was so bad luck with those damn timers. Just gonna use my phone and that's it. But I'm gonna try again.
Okay.
There you go.
20, 44, if not, 44.
I'm gonna get a plan. Use my timer in here. Because a couple times we missed. So this is the second one I'm using. The other one was bad. So, wow. It's kind of cool to have one of those, you know, old school timers in here. But so let's clean up and we are going to make some couscous. So couscous is
Ahora vamos a hacer couscous, vamos a limpiar y hacer couscous.
Mediterranean grain. It's actually made out of wheat. You know, it's kind of like if you can imagine cream of wheat, semolina. So couscous is like a larger particles of that. So it's a whole grain, which means it has all the benefits of a whole grain with all the fiber and the vitamins and the minerals, specifically folate, B1, B6. It has some iron in it, has magnesium in it, zinc. So very healthy. The beauty of couscous is it only takes 5 minutes to make it. It's unbelievable. You don't even need to cook it. What you do is you boil a cup, per 1 cup of couscous, you boil a cup of water or broth, which I actually have broth here.
Ok, entonces ahora vamos a hacer couscous, que es actualmente un grano entero y tiene muchos minerales, fibra, hierro, muchas vitaminas. Y ahora, y este es el líquido de las verduras, right? Vegetable oil? No, broth. Chicken.
So this is my little pan. This is a perfect size
Es
pan
el caldo.
for couscous. The only thing is, a short while ago we broke the lid for it, so I'm using this plate. I gotta be very careful because when it gets hot, then the steam escapes and it doesn't have an actual handle. So, but anyway.
Okay. So, perdónala, hace un poco se rompió la tapa, so vamos a usar esto para cubrirlo y cocinar.
A
So,
cup
ponemos el
of-
caldo, un vaso del caldo.
And I'm going to put like half a teaspoon. This is a low sodium broth, so it's a little low in salt and just a touch of salt.
So,
Just
le vamos a agregar un poco más de sal porque tiene, el caldo tenía un poco de sal, de sodio.
so now I need to bring it to boil.
So, ahora lo va a poner a hervir.
And then once it's boiling, all you do, you turn off the heat, you pour your couscous in. Now, by now everybody's wondering what is this couscous thing. So this is it.
Miriam had said she loves couscous. I saw in the chat.
Good. Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
such a wonder thing. I mean, it's, people know.
So you said when you boil it, you turn it off?
You turn it off completely.
Okay,
You
cuando
pour it-
empieza a hervir, lo pagas. I've never had couscous before. That's
All
Priscilla.
right, Priscilla,
Okay,
now you
you're
know,
ready.
try. So the beauty of it, right? So you pour the couscous into the water once it boils. You turn off the heat. You cover it. You let it sit for 5 minutes and it's done.
Oh, so Francia says I only tried cooking it once and failed miserably. Okay, so let's listen to Tatiana's suggestions.
I'm sorry.
At least you tried. I don't think I haven't. I honestly haven't tried.
So now you try and you won't fail. That's
Yeah.
for sure because you're gonna say that it's
You're gonna use Tatiana's technique.
you can fail.
So después que se hierve, lo pagas. You take it out of the heat, right? You take it out of the heat.
Once.
1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
Después
Well,
lo,
actually, I
keep
turn
it
off
on.
the heat, but I
Keep
keep
it
it, but
Okay.
it's still warm. Yeah.
so lo le quitas, pagas el fuego, pero lo puedes quedar ahí y entonces agriegas el couscous y lo cubres para que se cocine. And usually, how many minutes does that usually take?
To boil,
After you boil and you put it
5
there?
minutes.
5 minutos solamente después de
Yeah.
poner el couscous.
And then you just fluff it with a fork. Oh, one more thing. Actually, you put like a tablespoon of oil, or you can use butter, but I prefer olive oil in the broth. Or
Okay.
oil.
También en el caldo le puedes poner como una cuchara de aceite de oliva o también puedes poner mantequilla.
Mhm. And guess what? It's boiling.
Y ahora está ya hirviendo, so le vamos, so you can see her. So don't get out of the way.
Okay, turn it off. Yeah.
So lo apagó, le agregó,
Give it a little shake.
y ahora lo mezcla un poco.
And that's it. 5 minutes later, I'm just gonna fluff it with a fork. It's offering you some wine. This is my little wine cellar. It's already offering.
The door popped open. Ok, so 5 minutos y entonces con una...
Fluff it with a fork.
Sí,
Cuchara.
no cuchara, spoon.
Ah.
How do you say fork?
Yeah. Somebody's gonna help you.
Oh, yeah.
Fork en
Yes.
español. Why do I remember cuchara?
Tenedor, sí, con una
Tenedor.
tenedor, sí. Tenedora.
Okay, so while that's still being done, actually today is a quick class, really. Everything is nothing takes too long. But now we have the fun part. We're going to make some dessert and healthy dessert or healthy-ish dessert.
Oh, my older daughter is excited about the
ice
puffs.
puffs. So let me just do this.
So we're going to start that now. Ella dijo que casi todo hoy era muy rápido y fácil, so I agree because that's what I like, fast.
No, actually, the
simple and
one
fast.
sheet pan, imagine, it's like it's all in one, and you just prepped it all together.
Sí,
So
todo
that's
fácil. Lo pones todo
super
en
convenient.
el
So I'm using this fancy little thing. It's from Ninja. I'm not associated with them in any way. I'm not promoting them, but it's helpful. it's helpful because it's small. So it's just for, a couple people, it's easy to do that if you're not making a big batch. I'm also going to be using these molds. Now, I've had this for a while now. These are from IKEA. And again, I'm not advertising IKEA or anything. I'm not signed up with them. So these are super cool. So since it's a frozen, yeah, okay.
Okay. Ok, ella ganó uno de estos, dice que no está promoviendo ninguna advertencia o compañía, pero este es de Ninja, y entonces esto lo agarró en IKEA, que son popsicles con las tapas también. Very cute.
Well, since it's a frozen dessert and it takes a while, right, to be ready, I already did a couple this morning, so when we are done with ours, I'm just going to take some out. And I'll show you what they look like. I hope they look all right because I still don't know, right? They're in their molds. So the fun thing is to get them out of the molds when they're frozen, you just keep them under running water for just a few seconds and then they come out easily and then they actually, well, you'll see. I'll actually show you.
Y como esto es frisado, ella hizo algunos esta mañana porque se demora, y entonces para probar y enseñarles a ustedes, pero esto lo que dice es, ahí está. Lo que dice es, cuando están aquí frisados, para sacarlo lo pones en agua caliente para poder sacar la tapa. Esto, y después puedes usarlo.
So the ones I made earlier today are with blueberries, and now we're gonna make some with raspberries. These are just frozen raspberries. Publix. I'm not promoting Publix, even though we kind of are by giving away the gift cards from Publix, right?
Sponsor. Okay. Entonces estos son los raspberries.
To whack them. My daughter says, "Mama, we need to whack them because they're frozen."
Frambuesa, I guess. I never used it. Y aquí está el yogur de vainilla, bajo en grasa.
So, in order for ice pops, I like dessert, my daughter. All right. We're getting some more
Yeah, we have a lot of participants. Thank you all for joining. Gracias por
so before
estar con
we
nosotros.
hop off, remember the gift cards at the end?
Sí, so quédense ahí hasta el final porque tenemos certificados de Publix para rifar.
This is actually brand new. And sometimes I need to add a little liquid because it gets a little stuck. So I'm gonna get some milk ready.
A veces le pone un poco de leche porque se gets stuck or it's too thick.
It gets too thick and it doesn't move. So,
porque es muy grueso y entonces no empieza, es muy grueso y entonces no se mezcla bien.
In order for them to come out kind of like, part is raspberries and then the next part is just yogurt. We'll grind raspberries and yogurt together.
Priscilla says that she learned last class that frozen fruit has the same nutritional value as fresh fruit.
Yes,
Yay.
she's my best student. Yes, frozen
I'll say it in
fruits.
Spanish,
dice Priscila que la clase anterior aprendió que las frutas frisadas tienen los mismos nutrientes o vitaminas que las frutas frescas.
Right, so this is, and because it is harvested, right? Fruit, in order to be frozen, it has to be harvested at their peak. They're ripe and ready to go. Otherwise, how are you going to freeze the unripe fruit, right? So, and then they use this flash freezing methods now that keep all the nutrients in there. Oh, my dog is trying to get, hold on. Ruby's high maintenance. She's in and out, and it's on her own terms. All right, so I got some raspberries in here. Now, let's get some yogurt in here.
Ahora le van a poner
It's about a half cup of each here.
Y es como media taza de los dos.
So, since I know it's going to get stuck.
Okay. Y para que no sea gruesa, le va a poner un poco más de leche, un poco de leche.
It really depends on the blender or food processor. I think food processor usually is better. I have one, but it's kind of large.
Y depende de la máquina que usas. I love milk,
Yep.
Y depende de la máquina que usas, algunas lo pueden mezclar bien y otras son un poco
Now, it doesn't
duro.
have to be milk. I mean, dairy milk. It could be soy milk, almond milk, oat milk, really. And the same goes for yogurt because I know some people have lactose intolerance and dairy allergy or just dislike the milk.
Y dice que no tiene que ser leche de la vaca, puede ser almendra, leche de almendra o los diferentes tipos de leche, porque sabemos algunas personas son alérgicas a la leche de la vaca.
I'm gonna make some noise. Let's make some noise.
Okay. Ya, se está mezclando bien.
You know, the fact that you have to press on this button, it's just so satisfying. I don't know, I just press the button. I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. And it's easy. It's not, some of them are really hard.
Let me just scrape some.
Sí, lo va a mezclar un poco porque todavía hay arriba un poco de yogur que todavía no está bajado.
Nice.
Pero el color es muy bello.
Actually, lately, my daughter and I have been making smoothies pretty much every day. Because she got a hold of this thing and she uses that as well. Her favorite are mangoes with some yogurt. That is a good one, especially now with mangoes in season.
Y ella con su hija están últimamente haciendo estos smoothies y últimamente han hecho el de mango con yogur. Como está el mango en la temporada.
So how are we doing? Oh, we have like 6 more minutes for the chicken and vegetables. Okay. Now we are going to assemble these beauties.
Okay, ahora lo vamos a poner en...
So we'll layer the raspberry mix with the yogurt.
Okay. You gonna add more yogurt?
No,
Oh,
in there. So raspberry mix.
okay. Voy a copiar.
All right. I wish they were see-through. Plastic. So a little bit of raspberry mix.
Un
Then
poco.
I'll just mix the yogurt on top here. Okay. A little bit of yogurt.
And you put raspberry on top?
Yep.
Ah, ok. So lo que vamos a hacer es como diferentes secciones. La primera sección es con el raspberry. Y entonces en el medio vamos a poner el yogur. Y entonces arriba otra vez el raspberry que mezclamos. Y lo cerramos.
So I make those a lot. And sometimes my daughter would have it for breakfast. She's not a big breakfast eater, but she could handle fruit. And she would be sitting there with such a smile on her face, and she'd go, "I'm having ice cream for breakfast." I'm such a cool mom. If you only knew, this is healthy ice cream. So let's make a couple more since we have more. You know, I'm just going to take this out.
Estaba diciendo con su hija que no le gustaba comer desayuno mucho. Le da unos de estos y entonces la hija cree que está comiendo helado para el desayuno, pero no sabe que es muy nutriente lo que está comiendo.
Okay, so while you do this, Ceci, okay. I'm going to fluff our
Okay.
couscous.
I will.
So this is what our couscous looks like now.
Así es como se parece el couscous. Ajá. Okay. Y ahora lo que está haciendo es mezclándolo un poco con el tenedor.
Oh, now we remember.
I knew it. We just got stuck.
I know. You know, it's been difficult for me too to go back English and Russian. Sometimes I'm trying to explain something to my mom who doesn't speak much English, and I'm stuck. And she looks at me like, "Didn't you learn to be a translator at some point?" I'm like, "Yep, at some point." So this is our fluffy, yummy couscous, which took 5 minutes to make. Remember that?
I didn't know it took 5 minutes. It's faster than rice. So ese es el couscous que solo demoró 5 minutos. Muy rápido. There's one more.
Oh, there's one more. So I'm gonna start this one. Actually, it doesn't really matter which way you go, which order you go.
Dice que no importa el orden que va, si ponen el...
And they don't have to be layered. This is just for aesthetics, really. You could just do the whole thing with the fruit thingy, the fruit mix.
Y es solo para que se mire lindo, pero no tienes que hacerlo en diferentes colores. Lo puedes hacer todo el mismo sabor.
So now we'll hold on to these ones, the ones we made earlier today, and I'm going to send these back into the freezer.
It's such a beautiful, it is a beautiful color, yes. That's what I told you at the beginning. It's so bright and beautiful. Provide an address. Oh, Francia says,
nice.
wait, you didn't provide an address. I'm ready for dinner.
We have enough for everybody, really coming over. All right. Okay. Serious. We're gonna run them we're gonna hold them under running water. Give us a sec.
Okay. We'll be right back. Short commercial break.
Commercial break. Kat, can you play some music? Oh, cool.
Is that the same mix or is it something else?
That was a blueberry mix.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. That's a blueberry mix with, well, it's not evenly distributed, the layers, but that's okay. That's like a marble blueberry. Oh, yours is cool?
This one's like half and half. This one's cute. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna send them back. That's for dessert. First we eat our chicken.
Yes.
Right? That's one.
Wow, that's beautiful. It is beautiful.
And wow, we're actually done with cooking. Just wait for
And in 2
chicken
more
to
minutes,
be
it actually takes only 2 minutes left.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, we can expect popsicles at our next meeting. Ah, Lucretia. Okay, I'm gonna get my little portable freezer.
But to be honest, everything was very simple, very easy, very doable. Because I am not in the kitchen most of the time.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, I love the idea. Belka says she loves the idea.
I like having you around. This is fun. I do miss my team.
Yeah.
So team, next time we'll do it together. How about that? Wow, let's do some questions. Let me bring this closer.
Okay, ahora vamos a hacer la rifa, right? Vamos a preguntar algunas preguntas
Yes.
para que ganen los certificados de Publix.
Ceci, so, well, they are in English. Maybe you can. Ooh, it worked! Yay! All right, so we're not doing questions yet. Let's take our chicken.
Okay, ya está listo el pollo. Good luck, moms.
All right. Ta-da!
Okay.
Drum roll.
Ooh, it looks great.
Oh my God.
Where are you gonna put it?
I'm just gonna show it and put it in the
Oh, okay.
There you go. There you go. Oh, smells
That's beautiful,
amazing.
and it's smoky.
Hello, dinner.
That was super easy. I'm actually gonna try that. That's very easy and simple. I like
And it's
fast and simple.
healthy.
Let me turn off.
All the vegetables
I'm gonna turn
there.
off here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So let it cool a little
Amazing. Yes, it looks delicious.
bit. I was actually arranging how it looks on a plate. It's gonna look pretty.
Huh. Well, they know it looks beautiful. Yes, it does look great. But she's gonna put it on a plate so that it looks, so you can actually see the finished product. Lo va a poner en un plato para que vean el producto final. Oh, Sarai. You want me to open? Okay, and it looks beautiful. Colorful, which is what Tatiana likes. She likes to eat in color.
Oh, look, Sarah, with little
I know,
Victoria.
I
Oh, how
saw.
pretty is she?
So cute.
Oh, she's what is she cooking? Okay, let my high maintenance dog out here.
I know, super cute.
All right, so the question. So
Okay,
I'm going
dale
to
pregunta.
post. To post the questions in the chat, and Ceci will translate them.
Oh wait, we could do it in Spanish too. So, I mean, we have the question.
Mhm.
We have it in
What
English.
about? Hold on.
Let's put it both together.
Hold on, guys. We have a little technical thing in here.
Just so that-
Look, Ceci. Look what I'm gonna do now.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And copy.
Okay. So let me just copy this back. All right. Bear with us, guys. Just bear with us. So, yeah. Now, the whole thing is going here.
Ok, ahora vamos a poner la pregunta en el chat. So pueden abrir el chat para, va a estar en inglés y en español. Y la primera persona, Vicky is the 16.
I'm cool. Yes, she is.
Ok.
So, I'm posting.
Ok, ahí están las preguntas.
Ta-dam! It's out. The first question.
¿Qué verdura de la familia de las crucificadas?
Myrene, broccoli. Yay! Myrene is the first winner of our Publix gift card. $50. $50 are going to Myrene.
Woo! Congrats.
Congrats.
Yay. How
Okay.
exciting. Ahora la pregunta número 2,
All right.
que va a ser ¿verdadero o falso?
Am I doing it right, Ceci?
That's fine, yeah. Okay. Creo que el español va a ir primero, pero ¿verdadero o falso?
Okay. The second question comes in Spanish first, and then
Yeah.
in English. Oh, There you go.
Ok. La pechuga de pollo tiene más grasa que la carne de muslo.
Priscilla, false. Yes, Priscilla.
Falso. Yay, Priscilla
Yay,
ganó
you
esa.
are the second winner. The second winner, chicken dinner. Okay. So guys, if you already won, so don't answer the
Yeah.
next question, okay? So you don't have to win 2 cards. That's a little hefty, right?
Okay.
Overwhelming.
Si ya ganaron, no tienen que responder otra vez, es solo una vez para ganar el certificado.
Okay, so question number 3.
La tarjeta de regalo.
Okay.
Ahora número 3. Drum roll. Número 3.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. Paprika.
Pamela, yes, paprika. There
Yay,
you go.
Pamela.
Pamela is the third winner, chicken
Yay.
dinner. Yay.
Woo.
All right, so we have 2 more. 2 more. Question number 4.
Okay, número 4.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Copy. Okay, it's coming, guys. It's coming. Number 4. Actually, number 5. I need to make up right now. Says you have a question in mind. Oh, we only have 1 more parent. Perfect. So we don't need the 5th question. So I guess we'll be giving away 4 cards today. There you go.
Okay. Número 4.
Yes, couscous. Elba Vicado is our fourth winner chicken dinner. Francia, I see that you replied first. I knew, and you are the winner chicken dinner, just without the card. Yay!
Couscous.
Wow! Congratulations.
Congratulations to all our parents.
Yes, yes.
Felicidades a todos los padres.
Thank you for participating. This was fun. I
It
really
was.
enjoyed doing this. That's my turf, and I'm here and I'm cracking jokes. I'm cooking and I'm showing you. And actually, you guys learned something. Like Brazil said, she learned about the frozen veggies. Oh, rather fruits, but veggies have the same benefit. Yeah. And an announcement. Thanks, guys. Thank you for all the
Gracias a todo el mundo
warm
por-
words. So, guys, the winners, please leave your full name and email address in the chat. I think I know most of you except for Alba. Alba, please leave. Translate.
Okay.
Mhm.
Elba, si puedes poner tu email electrónico. And what else? What other
My full
So,
name.
tu nombre completo y el email electrónico para poder contactarte para darles la tarjeta de certificado. No, de
So I'll be mailing
regalo.
out the gift certificates, the gift cards next week. They are going to come in
you.
white envelopes with Early Learning Coalition return address. And one more announcement. Next month, we won't have Little Foodies. We're taking a month off. But we'll resume in July. In July will be actually a 1-year anniversary of our Little Foodies.
Okay, so el mes que viene no vamos a tener Little Foodies, pero sí vamos a continuar el próximo mes, en julio. Vamos a tener Little Foodies y va a ser 1 año que empezamos los Little Foodies con ustedes.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much for the
Thank you,
class.
staff. Thank you, guys.
We had a great time.
Miss you all. We are off to eat something.
We're gonna enjoy the food.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All
Bye.
right. Bye. Mhm. It's gonna say
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Bye.
And,
Thank
and
you.
I have most of the people except for this
Bye.
new girl. Kat, thank you so much for all your help.